Hey, shalom to you brothers out there. Shalom. All praises. Don't say this. Hold on. This is weird. It's over there. To the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Israel. Salutations to the 1/3 and 144. The 1/3 out of every people, tongue, and nation, and 12,000 out of each tribe of Israel from the tribe of Judah, all the way down to Issachar. So, I pretty much just wanted to do another video. I'm not that. You know, one thing I'm gonna say about these last few days is that it's hard trying to maneuver. But hey, shalom to you brothers out there. All praises to the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Salutation to the 1/3 and 144. The 1/3 out of every people, tongue, and nation, and 12,000 out of each tribe of Israel. You know, these last few days, it's hard trying to maneuver and stay in the middle. But the Lord said it was that straight path, even though it's kind of crazy out here. That's why you endure everything. See? So, non-enduring is not an option. You have to endure. And that's why every word that I say is very peculiar. See? The word peculiar people, we're lively stones. Even though it's like a weird atmosphere out here, man. But the spirit that's within the elect is only getting stronger and stronger. See, everybody on this plane and everybody on this place is doing their job, and that's exactly what they're doing. So I'm just me. Everybody's doing their job, and that's why I always got to understand, like a chess piece, you know. You can't, if you move this figure over here, then it's going to turn out wrong. If you move over there, then it's going to turn out right. So what do? You do what you do. And then you understand that the way that the Lord, he deals with Israel, is in a very peculiar way. It's not like, I'm moving forward. Okay? I'm moving forward. So I'm going to sit over there, or maybe over there. We're perfectly right in the middle of my car. See? Little trees, man. Who was the littlest? We are. But anyways, the main point I wanted to get to, get out of my head, out of my dog. The gang stalking is prevalent, but you know, if you're a chosen individual, then you're pushing through it. See what I'm saying? That's pretty much all I'm saying, man. I'm not. See, if I go over here, I go over there, it's still the exact same fucking thing. It remains the same. So, you know, when it comes to I wanted to go into Solomon real quick. Solomon and, you know, Malik and, you know, Israel, even the nations. Because we know when Malik did what he did, then Solomon sat on the seat. And Solomon, he had all those wives, he had all those children, he had pretty much, he had all his substance. See, it's not slowing down. It's like a ring. It's going to keep on freaking going. The words of the Lord can't be stopped. So with Solomon having all these children, all these wives, right? He got a chance to experience everything. He had a chance to experience pretty much life. And hold on, I think it was in the book of let me get it real quick. Okay, this is 2 Samuel's. So when we talk about what needs to be spoken on, every man has to work out his own salvation. I think that's very important, especially in this time. Yeah, we're helping each other. We're building each other up. That's why I do these videos. But the main important thing is for brothers to trust in the living God. Whether it's the new covenant or whether it's Israel, we're all teaching the same thing. You see what I'm saying? And I fucking hate this place, man. I fucking hate this place, bro. I really do. It's getting boring every fucking day, man. As far as the things that I found myself in, I was thinking about this last night. My path, that's why I don't want people to feel bad for me. Or do. I mean, a lot of things that I've done is to myself. And that's why when I take a look all around me, I don't feel bad, even though I do. I want people to feel bad for me. And everything that was done, whether, because the things being said, it's like a game of chess, and if you know that specific piece, then kind of like a horse. Horse has strong legs. Horse has strong, a strong body. So you're able to put more things on that horse, because it can take it. And so that's how I look at this path, When I greater than the master, so the Lord, he put more things on us because he knows we're able to take it. He knows we can bear it. See? He knows what it is to go through these different trials, man. And he expects us to be strong. He expects us to be bold. He expects us to be in the spirit of war and not give up. Because I'm not giving up. And through much trials and tribulation are we going to enter the kingdom, man. I mean, I'm the reason why I like doing these lessons is because there's really nothing else to do. I mean, I enjoy myself here. So the main point out, I'm gonna bring it all in. As far as that, I'm doing what I'm doing. I don't worry about what anybody else is doing. I'm doing what I'm doing. See, all praises to the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Or, I do worry. To the fear of the Most High is the beginning of wisdom. That's that understanding, man. It's that peace that he gives you. The Lord, he's the ultimate, I'm not that. He's the ultimate, like that movie, God of War. The Lord, he's the God of War. So when you look at a father, right, what does he teach his children? He teaches children everything he knows because he's going to pass that legacy down. How to be decisive, how to be specific, how to be precise. The God of the Old Testament. And when we look at the God of the New Testament, what does he teach? He teaches love, forgiveness. The Gentiles can make it. Because Israel's always going to be in power. We can't be stopped. That's why I smile, man. I'm mad. But I smile. This is my true emotion, man. If you really want to know. See? So what I'm going to do, it is what it is. Journey continues. Love. So what I want to do, I don't know. I don't hate nobody. I do. Let me say that. And that's why, with that understanding, let me get to this real quick. Yeah, I want to speak too. Okay. For 1 Kings chapter 8 and verse 1. So the Lord said, you know, the angels of the Lord encamp is about those that fear him. See? We got all types of angels out here. Everybody's coming back in their proper routine. Everybody's back from the ancient world. See? Who am I? I'm back from the ancient world. My family's back from the ancient world. Israel's back from the ancient world. The heathens are back. The Gentiles are back. I think everybody's back, man. The parable goes into the ears of ones that listen. And me, I'm in a very intricate lot, man. But the Lord, he's protecting me. Then Solomon assembled the elders of Israel and all the heads of the tribes, the chief of the fathers. That's why I weep every day, man. Of the children of Israel unto the king Solomon in Jerusalem, that they might bring up the ark of the covenant of the Lord out of the city of David, which is Zion. And all the men of Israel assembled themselves unto King Solomon at the feast in the month Etanium, which is in the 7th month. And all the elders of Israel came, and the priests took up the ark. I mean, on some real stuff, man. People want to know what's going on. Just read the scriptures. Or look at videos on YouTube. It's all on YouTube. Everything you want to know is all on YouTube. I ain't saying nothing that hasn't been heard or hasn't been seen. See? But things are coming out every day. There's new things coming out every fucking day, man. So we have our ears open, our eyes open. We're watching everything that's going on. The Lord said we're not the children of darkness. We're the children of light. Let's not sleep. Let's do others, man. So they brought up the ark of the Lord and the tabernacle of the congregation. And I tell myself that. And all the holy vessels that were in the tabernacle, even those did the priests and the Levites bring up. And King Solomon, all the congregation of Israel that were assembled unto him were with him before the ark. You know, we do this for the people, man. Okay? You got the 1/3, you got the 2/3, man. You know? Whether it's high seats or low seats. And the priest brought in the ark of the covenant of the Lord into its place. Now, I'm humble. But I'm exalting the Lord every day. Into the ark of the Lord, to the most holy place, even under the wings of the cherubims. For the cherubims spread forth their 2 wings over the place of the ark, and the cherubims covered the ark and the staves thereof. And they drew out the staves, that the ends of the staves were sent out in the holy place before the oracle, and they were not seen without, and there they are unto this day. There was nothing in the ark save the 2 tables of the stone, which Moses put there at Horeb. I could do better, and that's why I'm still going. When the Lord made a covenant with the children of Israel, when they came out of the land of Egypt, or just do what you're doing. I'm blind to the BS. Or not. So the priest could not stand the minister of the clouds, for the glory of the Lord had filled the house of the Lord. Then spake Solomon, the Lord said he will dwell in a thick darkness. I have surely built thee a house to dwell in, a settled place for thee to abide in forever. And the king turned his face, I'm ready. And the king turned his face about and blessed all the congregation of Israel. And the people are ready too. And the governments are ready. Pretty much this World War III, it's a nation war. So the way I'm looking at it, that's why I asked brothers, right? I'm like, hey, you know, what is it and who is it? See? If nation are going against nation, right? Because this is a time of peace. And this is a time of war. Right now we're in it's like, I don't know. Like we're in limbo or something. Or we're not. Or we are. Speak truth. So let me keep going. And the Lord said unto David, my father, whereas it was in thy heart to build a house unto my name, thou didst well that it was in thy heart. Nevertheless, thou shalt not build a house, but thy son that shall come out of thy loins, he shall build a house unto my name. And the Lord hath performed the word that he spake. And I am risen up in the room of David my father, and sit on the throne of Israel, as the Lord promised, and I have built a house for the name of the Lord God of Israel. And I have set there a place for the ark, wherein is the covenant of the Lord, which he made with our fathers, where he brought them out of the land of Egypt. And Solomon stood before the altar of the Lord in the presence of all the congregation of Israel, and spread forth his hands towards heaven. And he said, Lord God of Israel, there is no God like thee in heaven above or on earth beneath, who keep his covenants and mercy with thy servant that walk before thee with their hearts, who has kept with thy servant David my father that thou promised him. If thou spake also with thy mouth, and hast fulfilled it with thy hand, as it is this day. Therefore now, Lord God of Israel, keep with thy servant David my father that thou promised him, saying, there shall not fail thee a man in my sight to sit on the throne of Israel, so that thy children take heed to their way, that they walk before me as thou hast walked before me. And now, God of Israel, let my word, I pray thee, be verified, which thou spakest unto my servant David my father. But will God indeed dwell on the earth? Behold, the heaven and heavens of heavens cannot contain thee. How much less this house that I have builded? Yet have respect unto the prayer of thy servant, and to this supplication, O Lord my God, to hearken to the cry and to the prayer which thy servant prays before thee this day, that thy eyes may be opened towards his house night and day, towards the place which thou said, my name shall be there, that thou hearken unto the prayer which thy servant shall make towards this place. And hearken to the supplication of thy servant, of thy people Israel, when they shall pray towards this place, and hear thou in heaven, thy dwelling place, when thou hearest, forgive. If any man trespass against his neighbor, and an oath be laid upon him to cause him to swear, and the oath come before thy altar in thy house, then hear thou in heaven, and do and judge thy servants, condemning the wicked to bring his way upon his head, and justifying the righteous to give him according to his righteousness. When thy people be smitten down before the enemy, before they have sinned against thee, and shall turn again to thee, and confess thy name, and pray, and make supplication unto thee in thy house, then hear thou in heaven, and forgive the sin of thy people Israel, and bring them again unto the land which thou givest unto the fathers. See, Solomon, he didn't ask for, he didn't ask for anything. He just wanted a heart to discern, to judge. See? And guess what? I look up to you brothers, man. You gotta understand that. Okay? Love. It's all right, Doc. My baby Snow. See? We got the gang back together. You know? I'm dealing with things individually, but I'm also looking out for you brothers, man. I know it sounds strange, huh? Coming from a person like me. I'm not what you think. I talk all nice, but I'm really, well, I got a good heart, man. But, I made a lot of stupid decisions in my life. See? And I'm gonna keep on moving forward in truth. Real. Take it head on. When thy people Israel be smitten before the enemy, because they have sinned against thee, and shall turn again to thee, and confess thy name, and pray, and make supplication unto thee in thy house, then hear thou in heaven, humble, and forgive the sin of thy people Israel, and bring them again unto the land which thou givest unto their father. When heaven is shut up, and there is no rain, because they have sinned against thee, if they pray towards this place, and confess thy name, and turn from their sin when thou afflictest them, then hear thou in heaven, and forgive the sin of thy servants and of thy people Israel, that thou teach them the good way wherein they shall walk, and give rain upon thy land which thou givest to thy people for an inheritance. If there be in the land famine, if there be pestilence, blasting, mildew, locust, or if there be any caterpillar, if their enemy besiege them in the land of their cities, wheresoever sickness there be, what prayer or supplication whatsoever there be, of any man or of all thy people Israel, we shall know every man the plague of his own heart, and spread forth his hands towards his house, then hear thou in heaven thy dwelling place, and forgive, and do, and give to every man according to his ways, whose heart thou knowest, for thou knowest the hearts of all the chosen of men, that they may fear thee in all thy days, that they may live in the land which thou givest unto our fathers. Moreover, concerning a stranger that is not of thy people Israel, but comest out of a far country for thy name's sake. So the strangers, that's why we don't talk shit on the Gentiles. You know, oh, the Gentiles, oh, they're strange, they're different than us. It's taboo for Israel to sit with the Gentiles. But Gentiles are going to cleave unto Israel. They're Israel's glory. Just like Ruth and Naomi, she cleaved unto Ruth. See? It's not going to be what GMS thinks, oh, we're going to be doing this and doing that to these nations, and, we're going to, all this crap. No, of course not, man. See, what you guys don't understand is you can't have two kingdoms on the throne. One has to fall so another can rise. Okay? For they shall hear thy great name and of thy strong hand and of thy stretched out arm when he shall come and pray towards his house, and the house of David cannot be stopped. It's sad. It's a sad story, but sure feels good to me. Love you, brother. For they shall hear thy great name and thy strong hand of thy stretched out arm, where he shall come and pray towards his house. Hear thou in heaven thy dwelling place, and do according to all that the stranger calleth to thee to do. Sad, a little bit. If thy people go out to battle against their enemy, whithersoever thou shalt send them, and shall pray unto the Lord towards the city which thou hast chosen, and towards the house that I have built for my name, then hear thou in heaven their prayer and their supplication, and maintain their cause. If they sin against thee, for there is no man that sinneth not. Keep going. Then hear their prayers and their supplication, and maintain their cause. Yet if they shall bethink themselves in the land whither they were carried captives, and repent and make supplication unto thee in the land of them that carried them captives, saying, we have sinned and have done perversely, we have committed wickedness, and so return unto thee with all their hearts and with all their soul, and in the land of their enemies, which led them away captive, and pray unto thee towards your land, which thou gavest unto their fathers, the city which thou hast chosen, and the house which I have built for thy name, then hear thou their prayer and their supplication in heaven and their dwelling place, and maintain their cause, and forgive thy people that have sinned against thee, and all their transgressions wherein they have transgressed against me, and give them compassion before them who carry them captive, that they may have compassion on them. So this is what Solomon was praying for his people. See? Because his people was known to do wrong. That's why Solomon had to give up that prayer. And so, Colorado is a nice place. I've seen Google images before. I still want to see that video up. That pretty much didn't hit the point. But the point still remains. It hit the point. Love you, brother. Word time. Cool. You fan. Don't. And it was so that when Solomon had made an end of praying all this prayer and supplication unto the Lord, he arose from before the altar of the Lord, from kneeling on his knees, with his hands spread up to heaven. And he stood and blessed all the congregation of Israel with a loud voice, saying, Blessed be the Lord that has given rest unto his people Israel, according to all that he promised, that has not failed one word out of all his good promise, which he promised by the hand of Moses his servant. The Lord our God be with us, as he was with our fathers. Let him not leave us nor forsake us, that he may incline our hearts unto him, to walk in all his ways, to keep his commandments, and his statutes, and his judgment, which he commanded our fathers. And let these my words, wherewith I have made supplication before the Lord, be nigh unto the Lord our God day and night, that he maintain the cause of his servant and cause of his people Israel at all times, as the matter shall require, that all the people of the earth may know that the Lord is God, and that there is none else. Let your heart therefore be perfect. Let your heart therefore be perfect with the Lord our God, to walk in his statutes and to keep his commandments as it is this day. And the king of all Israel with him offered sacrifice before the Lord, and Solomon offered a sacrifice of peace offerings What she offered unto the Lord 220,000 oxen and 120,000 sheep. So the king and all the children of Israel dedicated the house of the Lord. Same day did the king hollow the middle of the court that was before the house of the Lord. For there he offered burnt offerings and meat offerings and the fat of the peace offerings. Because the brazen altar that was before the Lord was too little to I see you to receive the burnt offerings and meat offerings and the fat of the peace offerings. Do you see me? And at that time Solomon held a feast, and all Israel with him a great congregation, from entering in of Hamath unto the river of Egypt, before the Lord our God 7 days and 7 days, even 14 days. On the 8th day he sent the people away, and they blessed the king and went unto their tents joyful and glad of all heart, for all the goodness that the Lord had done for David his servant and for Israel his people. Okay. So I want to also I want to speak on these nations as well too, because you know, with everything coming in play, the best way I can explain it, or don't explain it, or do, is that the scene from Planet of the Apes, right? You know, when he was walking, he seen fucking the United States, the statue fall. And pretty much what Charles Heston was saying was, he was like, oh, they finally did it, they finally did it. So, unbeknownst to a lot of people, the Lord is putting it in the heart. He's doing it. And to do all his pleasure, to do all his will. That's why it's important to believe in the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. See, that's that sure protection. That's that safety. It's going back to the Stone Ages, pretty much. See? But as we're here, I'm going to keep on doing what I'm doing. You better do the same. Wartime. All praises to the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Salutation to the 1/3 and the 144. You brothers endure. Keep the faith and keep on doing what you're doing. I'm going to keep on doing what I'm doing. Honestly, man, maybe I should, you know, continue to speed through in the humblest way possible. Shalom.